Hey guys, this guy's sort of be on hygiene, I guess you could say. Just want to sort of throw some things out there that maybe you haven't thought of. Um, I'm not sure where to start. Let's just start with soaps. I know I've mentioned these before. These are Sea to Summit. These are essentially little soap flakes. If I can get it open. They're just little paper flakes. So there's like 50 in a packet. I don't weigh but anything. I've got a hand wash, a shaving soap, and a shampoo with conditioner. And that's a real easy way to keep soap with you. The other one that I know that I'll have because I use it on a daily basis is sort of like a really concentrated soap. This is a Castile soap with citrus. I actually like the peppermint, but it's the Dr. Bonner's. Nice little small, it's basic organic, basic soap. It's not a whole lot of frills to it. The peppermint one's nice because it has the oil in it. This is citrus. I've got a bunch of those. And it's nice because you can get the bigger one and refill the little ones. But a nice concentrated soap is going to last you a long time. Well, let's skip to deodorant. You want to sort of, I don't know, not really carry anything that's going to have a lot of odors and stuff. And so a lot of this stuff, especially like the toothpaste we'll get to, is there's going to be a lot of residual sugars and things in those. And you just got to be careful with animals. Just standing around with mosquitoes and stuff. They're going to know that you're wearing Axe body spray or, Right Guard or something like that. And so there's a couple really sort of hippie versions, which you can actually get these crystals, which is sort of like a sodium salt block that you can rub. That's pretty extreme for going natural. I got a couple different versions of that. One really good version is the just Arm and Hammer. Again, I talked about the last video. Baking soda is just it's super useful for all sorts of stuff. I recommend carrying baking soda with you. Just because it's so universal. A neat trick for ultralight hikers is they'll take actually an iodine one. This is benzoyl chloride, but you can get the little towelettes with like an iodine little pad. You gotta be careful because if you get it on your shirt, it'll stain your shirt. But because these kill bacteria is the main form of your, I guess, body odor would be, and so that'll get you a couple days killing that bacteria in your underarm areas and whatnot. It's not a great subject to talk about, but it's out there. With that, for your backside, you can do a nice little adult flushable wipe. It's just sort of like a towelette for your bottom. Little unnecessary. They've got, there's some moisture and water to it. So, every little bit you add to your kit, you're going to find out is going to add more weight. So I'll show you a couple of different options. Of course, you got like wet ones. I've pretty much talked that thing to death. Let's skip over here. Let's just do towels. There's these bamboo ones. There's these ones that you just sort of add water to, and this is one of them. They have smaller ones than this. But they're a nice little feature to not have to carry a towel. It doesn't take up much space, but when you need a towel, then you got one available. Also, the microfibers. This is an older one. This is a little bit bigger one. But they soak up a lot of water. I mean, nowadays you can get these. This is like a face towel size, and that's what, an inch or so. Weighs nothing. We skip over here and we go to tooth care. Now, the one thing I don't have an example of is the you can get the little premix things in case you get a like a filling breaks loose or whatever. It's sort of a little paste you can pack into your tooth, and sort of like an epoxy that's safe for your mouth. I don't have an example of that. I also don't have any dental work myself, so I mean, if that's sort of an issue, not to say you couldn't fall and crack a tooth or something, but I don't have an example of that. I do have a mirror with a light on it, couple small dental tools, picks and stuff like that. They're more useful than just your teeth. For brushing your teeth, there's a couple different versions. You know, flossing is important. I'm not going to make a commercial out of this or anything, but this is called Clean Paste. It actually has a little bit of toothpaste on the floss itself, and it sort of just kind of gives your mouth a nice clean feeling. Of course, you've got, you know, travel size stuff, which is always nice. Keeps things smaller than you might normally have it, but you can get it even smaller. This is like a little finger brush. You just put this on the end of your finger and use that to brush your mouth. A little toothpaste or even baking soda. Dip that in a little baking soda. Instant toothpaste, guys. These are sort of expensive. I wouldn't really recommend theirs. They were kind of a fun little thing to try. It's a Colgate Wisp. It's got a little pick at the end. Preloaded with toothpaste. You just sort of stick it in your mouth and brush your teeth. They're nice to carry with you in case you stay over at your lady's house or something and you didn't bring your, you know, overnight kit. You can show up to work nice and fresh and bright. Some little tiny ones. Obviously, there's some luxury items, sort of like chapstick and whatnot, but I think it's, you know, it's kind of worth its weight in gold. You can get like the black chapstick one, which is mostly petroleum. I like the natural ones that don't have too much scent on them. You know, but chap lips are one of those just small little things that'll get you, sort of like a paper cut. I mean, you can live through it, but at your comfort. Breathe Right strips. I'm not sure why I threw that in. It's just sort of a comfort item, I guess. Same with for your mouth care. These little Listerine. Here's a Chloraseptic one. You know, again, with when they're taking the water out, these don't weigh anything and can really sort of, you know, freshen up your mouth a little bit in the morning. If you're getting a sore throat, I think it'd really help out. This one's just sort of a Altoids version of the same thing. You know, instead of even this travel size bottle, this is going to add up, you know, this weight here. Some lotions are nice, but I carry the Bag Balm, just super universal. Let's look at some other videos. People crack up when I talk about them. This is another little simple gargle. This is just a saltwater solution. It's got some added stuff in it. Again, that you're getting into weight you probably don't need to carry. We'll shave saving over here. New Skin is a nice little feature. It's sort of like a you know, a rubber cement for your skin for closing up wounds. More mouth care. You've got some canker sore, you know, for some all sorts of good stuff. It numbs your mouth. This isn't really hygiene, but you've got a little sunblock. Always important. More sunblock. I'm already 8 minutes into this, and I didn't mean to get that far, but Gold Bond. You're going to notice this is a bigger container. This is worth carrying, guys. Again, we talked about your feet. If you don't want to carry a Gold Bond, it's sort of triple action, ultra mega extreme. Carry the baking soda. That'll freshen up your feet. That dry powder will help suck the moisture out. Let your feet, you know, get all nice and, I don't know, refreshed. It'll also suck some of the moisture out of your boots if you pour it in your boots. Pull some of that funk out. And then, you know, as we were talking with some of the long-term stuff, you know, a good pair of old school barber scissors for keeping your hair in maintenance. I've got a strop over here, and an example of a, you know, thinking outside the box is getting a straight razor. And we're going to run out of time here, but the, you know, shaving is going to be somewhat important. Obviously, it's not the end of the world, but having something you can sharpen is going to be key. And these are things you guys can think about for everyday items. You just sort of rethink the way you do things, and it sort of becomes abundantly obvious in sort of a bug out situation, or just, you know, bugging in, or just for an everyday, like, why buy extra razor blades? You know, I've been using a straight razor for years. Works great for me. Use concentrated soaps. You know, why buy, you know, toothpaste when you can use baking soda? You can do that every day. You don't have to do it while you're camping. Enough of my ranting. There's some good ideas for your hygiene items.